Welcome back. Our guest now is Bess Ho, mobile architect at Archimedes Ventures. Bess, thank you very much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. So you're moderating a panel on developing for both Android and iOS. Are developers in a point right now where they should be developing for both of these platforms?
Yeah, well, at this point of history, we are facing the same problem similar to browser war. You have to support both IE and Firefox to capture the majority of the market share. On October 4th, Tim Cook, Apple CEO, has confirmed the mobile market share. iOS, including iPhone and iPad, has 43%, and Android has 33%. Android has the fastest growth in number of smartphones sold, and iOS has the most app consumption. For independent developers, you have the choice of staying on a single platform to optimize the revenue over cost. For corporation and startup who chasing after massive number of consumer or a healthy user growth, then it's difficult to deliver the result on a single platform.
Now, what are the biggest obstacles that developers are facing across these platforms? Is it rewriting apps? Is it testing?
Well, the biggest issue that the developer face is when they start building their infrastructure on one single platform first. Then suddenly they feel the urge to port over the app to another platform without planning. Or they focus on building a core feature based on certain SDK or hardware on a single platform, and then find the other platform doesn't have the same support to deliver the same quality and performance. So how do you actually manage the equal expectation on consumer? It's not easy. Of course, it involves redesign, re-architect, rewriting the app. Due to the fast-growing number of Android devices, it just requires more testing on Android and its effects of life. You just have to deal with it.
Now, what's your take on web apps? Are they a viable alternative here? Are they a way to go cross-platform?
Well, you are referring to HTML5 mobile web app. Currently, it's still stuck in the old days. HTML, CSS, JavaScript are not moving fast enough to interact at the device level on the key foundation of smartphone, which is touch. Web interface is designed for mouse click and keyboard. It didn't really advance enough to cover, multi-touch, microphone, speaker, accelerometer, device storage, and core advanced feature in camera. It's a long way to go before the web can catch up with the native app. iOS and Android are competing fiercely on advancing software and hardware spec. So if I have to describe the situation, web is like a helicopter and smartphone is moving like a rocket.
So last question for you. How do you see mobile design evolving over the next few years? Is the trajectory for UI headed in a good direction?
Well, first of all, I feel really sad about losing Steve Jobs as a technology leader. Steve Jobs created iPhone. It's designed to set the standard for modern communicator. The first generation of iPhone lead the innovation on touch interface. With Siri, we are reaching the basic human needs of a Star Trek tricorder. And you ask the device to respond you on a task. And this is voice interface. With iOS 4S and iOS 5, the facial recognition at the device level improve photo and video, and that is visual interface. NFC enable smartphone interact with iOS POS to process payment. This is object interface. Soon, your iPhone can interact with smart car. Ford is the first car manufacturer to open the API for developer to interface with iPhone through the USB cable. So there you go with smart car, and next thing maybe smart refrigerator and smart TV. And if I have to describe the situation, we are still at the communicator stage. This is far from being a scientific or medical instrument. The current touch screen is not pressure sensitive, or it can detect sharp point smaller than finger touch. It doesn't have any temperature or chemical sensor to detect the environment. The computational power is limited to math, not enough to run statistics yet.
Right.
So I would say we are still far, far away from where the future needs to be.
Right. Interesting. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.